Hey everybody, it's Brad at Dayport Brothers LLC out in Versailles, Ohio. Going to do another walk around video followed by an operational video on this 2002 John Deere 110 tractor loader backhoe that came in and we're putting up for sale. Like always, I'll walk around, I'll talk about the features and functions. I'll get up close to everything, I'll show you everything that I see, tell you everything that I know. Then of course we'll fire it up, run it through its paces, show you the hydraulics are strong, show you that the pins are pretty tight, move it forward and backwards, let you hear the engine. As always, if you are in the market for a used backhoe, a used piece of construction equipment, or a used piece of ag equipment, please subscribe to the channel. Please like the video. Your likes and subscriptions help other people who are looking for machines find our machines and find our videos, and we truly, truly do appreciate that. All right, like I said, this one's a 2002. As you can see, it is OROPS, four-wheel drive. It's got the front loader with skid steer mount, quick attach. It's got the backhoe, hydro transmission, R4 tires, 24-inch digging bucket on the back, pre-emissions Yanmar diesel engine, 1,445 hours, cranks up, runs good, hydraulics are strong, very straight machine. I'll get up close to everything here. Once we do the operational video, I'll show you everything's pretty tight down here, exactly what I would expect for the hours. Hydraulics are nice and strong. Looking here, as you can see, it's a very straight machine, and the yellow paint is fairly bright in most places, especially for a 22-year-old machine. Loader arms nice and straight, one little spot there where the paint's starting to peel off, just kind of look like it started right around the edges and kind of peeling. A couple little spots here, nothing out of the ordinary there. Everything looks really good on this side of that loader arm. Front tire here, I'm gonna say we're 35–40% tread life there. I mean, there's definitely some tread depth left. A little bit of weather cracking. I'm sure these are the original tires, but front rim in good shape there. As you can see, still retains quite a bit of that yellow paint. Doesn't really have a whole lot of paint chipped off or anything like that. Pretty darn clean. Coming back here, kind of taking a quick look at this fender. A couple little nicks here and there. Nothing out of the ordinary for a used tractor loader backhoe, but pretty straight. No big gouges in that plastic fender, anything like that. Pretty darn straight. Rear tire, again, plenty of tread life left here. I'm gonna say these are 35–40% at least. A little bit of weather cracking in some spots, but not bad, just starting a little bit there. That rear rim's in really good shape here. As you can see, a couple little spots right up there where there's just a little bit of paint chipped, but pretty darn nice for an 02 model. Coming back here, taking a look at the backhoe. Rubber pads are pretty good on the outriggers. Outriggers are pretty clean. Cylinder seems nice and dry here. Everything looks pretty darn good here. Yellow paint, again, pretty darn bright. Not a lot of scratches. Just a little bit of paint chipped off here and there. Pretty darn nice machine. Like I said, 2-foot digging bucket. This cylinder here seems nice and dry. I don't see any cracks or welds or plating anywhere on the backhoe attachment. Everything looks pretty good here. Again, kind of probably a little hard to tell with the way the sunlight is today, but that yellow paint's fairly bright. Couple little spots where the paint's chipped off. Nothing out of the ordinary. Swing cylinders are nice and dry here. Again, this outrigger looks good. Rubber pads on the bottom are pretty decent. Control levers are good up here. Platform's good. Taking a look at this rear tire, it matches up really well to the other side. Lots of life left here still. This rear rim, again, that paint's fairly bright. A few little spots here around the edges where the paint's chipped off. Nothing out of the ordinary. Actually, it's pretty nice for an older machine, 02 machine. Underneath the fenders are both good. A couple little speckles here and there. A couple little spots where the paint's chipped. As you'll see here, a couple little spots there. Again, but I don't see any big gouges. The plastic's not busted anywhere. Pretty honest for a 02 machine. This black plastic on the backside here is pretty good. The ROPS, everything looks really good on. I don't see any big gouges or anything in that top plastic shield or the actual metal ROPS. Everything looks really good there. Looking at this front tire, it matches up really well to the other side. Just a little bit of weather checking there again, just like on the other side. Front rim, pretty good again. Taking a look at the loader arm on this side, it matches up really well to the other side. Couple little spots where a little bit of paint flaked off, but no welds or patches anywhere. Pretty darn honest machine. Skid steer plate, everything looks good back here. We'll go up and take a look at this bucket. It does have the heavier duty bucket with the bolt-on cutting edge. Lots of life left in that cutting edge. That bucket's pretty straight. I don't see any big bows or waves in that bucket. Everything looks pretty good there. Coming up here and looking at the front, again, everything looks good down here. A little bit of paint chipped off here and there on the 2 cylinders. Nothing out of the ordinary. Everything looks pretty good here. A little bit where that mesh grill's got a couple little dents and dings in it, but the grill guard's fairly straight. Let's see if I can get this hood with one hand. Kind of hard to show, but the paint on the hood has a little bit of fade to it. Again, it is a 22-year-old machine. It's better than most, but there's a little bit of fade there. Let's see if I can raise that up all the way. There we go. Hood latches up like it's supposed to. Looking up here, everything looks pretty clean. Kind of hard to see in here, but pre-emissions Yanmar engine. Go over to the side. I'll see if we can see anything from the sides here a little bit. Kind of hard to see up in there, but can't get the camera too close here, but pretty dry in there. I don't see a bunch of oil or diesel running down the side of the block. Hard for me to get these side shields off while I hold the camera. Go over and take a look at the other side, see what we can see. Again, kind of hard to see anything from up here, but pretty clean up here. Take a look down here. Again, side of the block's nice and dry. Take a look at the operator station. That step's in good shape there. A little bit of paint peeling off here on this battery cover. It looks like it started around the edges and it's just kind of slowly flaking off. Floor mat's in pretty good shape. As you can see, it's not all tore up here. Not a lot of cuts or tears in it. One little tear there, just a little bit right there. Hydro pedals are in good shape. Brake pedals are in good shape. Park brake. All this black plastic, as you can kind of see here, is fairly bright. Pretty nice for 22 years old. The seat's in good shape. I don't see any cuts or tears on the bottom cushion. That back cushion looks pretty good too. ABC range on the hydro, everything looks good there. Over here on our dash and our loader arms, our loader controls here are really good. Everything looks pretty good there. Dash is nice and clean. Everything seems to be working like it's supposed to. 1445 on the hours. It's got your directional creep here. That seems to be working exactly like it's supposed to. I tested that out a little bit ago. Like I said, those backhoe controls, everything looks good there. All right, like I said, this one's a 2002 John Deere 110 loader backhoe, 1,445 hours. Lots of photos on our website. That's listed down below in the description. If you have any questions, comment down below. We'll get this hood shut, we'll fire it up and get right into an operational video.